I'm gonna show you how to grocery shop for an hourglass figure. Let's Before we go grocery shopping, we have some boundaries to set, okay? Number one, do not go to the grocery store when you're hungry. Otherwise, you're gonna see things, you're gonna get head hunger, and you're gonna leave with cookies like these, and all of a sudden you ate 6 of them and you don't know how to stop. So don't go to the grocery store hungry. Number two, if you go to the grocery store and you can't help yourself, you struggle with self-control, there's things like Instacart, that is not sponsored. Curbside pickup should not have any fees, I believe, for the grocery store that you go to. I understand Instacart does have some fees. That is another option. Another thing is going in with a plan, knowing what you're gonna get at the grocery store. Now, if you are a member on Grounds, we send out a grocery shopping guide that can help guide you and help you make a list of things that you may or may not want. What I would suggest is to download that grocery shopping guide or print it and actually check mark the things that you want on that grocery shopping guide, and as you get things, you can cross it off. That is a good way to do it. I will kind of show you here what that looks like, the grocery shopping guide that you get with Grounds. The plan is to go in, know what you're gonna get, cross it off, and get the heck out of there. Otherwise, you're gonna be window shopping. And then all of a sudden you're window shopping and you leave with cookies and cake and bread and all the good things that you want to eat. But we have self-control. Okay, I'm throwing these cookies away. Not because, I'm gonna keep them. I just got to the grocery store. I'm gonna show you guys how to grocery shop for an hourglass figure in 3, in 2, in 1. Start here. I usually like to grab a rotisserie chicken because it's already ready to go. When I'm done grocery shopping, I'm gonna be tired. I do love me some pasta. Oh my God. We got high calories, you can fit it in. That's the beauty of macros, you know, you can fit things in. I love me some pasta unless you're gluten-free. So we're gonna, all right guys, well, there's all of these type of meals usually at the grocery store. I know HEB has that. I think it's phenomenal that they do this because it's ready-made food. Obviously just check the calories and make sure that nothing's in there that's crazy and wild, but we're not gonna get any of these. I prefer to do my own cooking. That's what we're gonna do. Oh my God, but there's coupons? Nope, 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 nope. Well, I'm allergic to a lot of fruit, but one thing that I'm not allergic to is watermelon. So this is going home with me. Christian loves himself some green grapes, so I'm gonna get these for him. He is also prepping and dieting at the moment, so he will appreciate these. I don't think the floor is wet anymore. Go ahead and move that. Some blueberries, love that. Strawberries. So raspberries are a berry that I can have, a fruit. So I'm gonna get 2 of these bad boys. We're gonna start with a rotisserie chicken, one of my favorites. Also cucumbers, y'all. These are such a delicious low-calorie snack. These are already cut up. They're gonna be a little bit more expensive than buying them on their own, but you know what? If I get a real cucumber, it usually sits in my fridge. I don't end up doing anything with it because I'm lazy at the end of the day. I'm a lazy girl sometimes, all right? I'm busy and lazy and I don't end up cutting up my cucumber, but if it's like this, I'll eat this. Sweet onion, no, white onion. Here we go. Got some already cut up onions because, again, I'm lazy. Got some already cut up minced garlic because I'm married now and he's not gonna judge me for having bad breath. Okay, another thing I love, y'all, is mandarin oranges. I like the small ones because not only are they super juicy and delicious, but whenever I'm craving something sweet, instead of eating ice cream or whatever I'm gonna be having, I'll just eat one little mandarin orange. If I'm like, I just need a little something sweet, instead of eating a pack of sour strips or my favorite candy, I will have like a little orange. It kind of curbs the sweet tooth a little bit, so. Now we're going for a juicy, ripe tomato. It's the big round ones that are the best, but there's something about just cutting these up, putting salt and pepper on them. Ugh, so good. But sometimes they just sit on my counter and rot, so I'm only gonna get 2. If I was spinach, where would I be? Oh, there I am. The leafy green. I would say this is probably the Bentley of leafy greens. They say the darker the green, the more beneficial it is for you, which is gonna be baby spinach and kale. Oh, and arugula. So honestly, all the greens. The one that is probably the least amount of nutrients is probably gonna be lettuce. Lettuce is just basically eating air. There's not much to it. I actually do not like kale. I do not like arugula. I do not like any of the greens, but I do like spinach. I try to find one that has the longest time of not going bad because your girl doesn't eat spinach every day, although I should. The bigger the sweet potato, the longer it's gonna take to cook in the oven, so I try to find like medium-sized ones. The hardest thing about walking around the grocery store is going by the cakes and pastries. my God. I think I have a donut addiction. The sugar cookies in the grocery store and the donuts addiction. I can't help myself. Ooh, I'm just gonna go for the real cheese because cheese is what I love the most and I don't like fake cheese. So I'd rather lower my calories somewhere else and get the real stuff. Just keeping it real. Get it? The real stuff, keeping it real. Got cheese, now we need some turkey. What's nice about looking at all these is you can easily see how many calories are in each one. So some of these cold cut meats are gonna have like honey and sugar and like things added to it. So let's see, sun-dried tomato, turkey, fresh sliced. Actually, this sounds bomb. Sounds really good. And it's the lowest calories, 50. Again, you pick your battles, right? So I could have gotten like 100 calorie meat, but then I got the real cheese. So I'm gonna go a little bit less calories in the meat so I can have the real cheese. Again, it's about balance, compromise. 93% lean means that there is 7% fat for this. That means there's less fat than, let's say, this Jenny O's. This is 15% fat. The higher the fat, the higher the calories. And honestly, I feel like this one tastes the best. If you're like, Heidi, I need something super, super lean, you can also get the 99 lean, 1% fat. But like, this tastes like shit. You don't care about the taste, go for it. But to me, this tastes just like, I don't even know how to explain it. So I'm gonna get this one, 93.7. She's coming home with me. And she's already into a little burger. Also, because I love the ground turkey, I'm gonna get ground lean turkey too, because I'm gonna make a little breakfast bowl. So now that you know a little bit about the percentage of fat, we do the same thing with ground beef. This is my go-to. This is also Christian's go-to. This is 96% lean. This is only 4% fat in this ground beef. This is my favorite. I feel like it tastes the best. I love it. This might be the leanest. I love the way this tastes. The 4% fat has a little bit of flavor, but I will say, tried the 10% fat, 90% lean, and I hate the way it tastes. It tastes more gamey. Maybe I'm just used to this. I don't know, but I don't like the 10% fat. This one was my favorite by far. And less calories. All right, guys, when it comes to chicken, a lot of people are gonna say, hey, chicken breast is the best for you. You know what? Breast is best. Isn't that a saying? I think that's for breastfeeding moms, but you get the drill, right? Breast is best. That's a way that you can remember which chicken to get. 4 ounces of chicken is gonna be 110 calories for chicken breast. Chicken thighs, this is a darker meat. This is gonna be 130. So the calories are a little bit higher here. So both options are great. Christian loves chicken thigh, but again, higher in calories. So if you want to feel a little bit more full, want a little bit more volume, then I would go with the chicken breast. My favorite is probably the HEB Natural No Antibiotic Ever Chicken. Look at all that. Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 of these. And that's just a fun fact, guys. I think when I was a beginner, I didn't know. I just said, okay, all chicken is the same amount of calories, but there's a lot more calories in dark meat chicken than there is white meat chicken. So whenever you're grocery shopping, just look for chicken breast. Anything with chicken breast in it will be a white meat and it'll be less in calories. All right, guys, this is what I call emergency snacks. I like to keep these in my purse. I like to keep them on my gym bag. I like to keep them at my desk. And it is to help me stay accountable to my goals and also hit my protein. So my favorite protein bars out of all of these, I'm probably not the person to actually ask because I'm allergic to nuts, but I can have these cookies and cream Bear Bells. So I'm definitely going to grab a few of these. The cookies and cream Delish. They honestly taste like a candy bar. They are 200 calories for 1 bar, 20 grams of protein. So keep that in mind. These aren't the lowest in calories, but they're delicious and you get your protein. Another one of my favorites is gonna be the Power Crunch bars. These are $2.20 per cookie, as they say cookie, but they're so good. They're like wafers. Again, I like to keep these around. Oh my God, they have the chocolate mint. Who remembers this from my YouTube a long time ago? These were, oh my God, $2.20. So again, they're not the lowest calories, but they're pretty good. Oh my God, they're here. I heard that I can't have these because I can't have almonds, guys, but I heard that this Monster Cookie Crunch and the Fruity Cereal Crunch are stupid. 280 calories, 20 grams of protein, so they are high in calories, but everyone says it actually tastes like a legit candy bar. It tastes like you're eating a Snickers or something like that, so worth looking into as an option when you're on the go. My favorite protein shake that's ready to drink are gonna be these Core Powers. I know I put these on my channel all the time. I'm gonna get a handful of these, even though we have some at the house. 42 grams of protein per shake. I love to put this in my coffee in the mornings, and then I usually finish the shake by lunch or something. They also have the 26 grams of protein one. If you want that one, that's 170 calorie. The 42 grams is gonna be 230 calories, so it kind of depends. I'm just trying to crush my protein goal, so I go with the 42, and I'm gonna get 3 of them. I'll get 2, because I have some at the house. All right, so what bread to get? Obviously, the more grains, the more nuts is gonna be better, but I don't like bread like that. Like as soon as I see stuff like this, I don't know what it is, but I just can't do it. I like this Sara Lee. This is 45 calories a slice, and it's basic white bread because I'm a basic so this is what I'm gonna get. Now, what jelly to get? Few things. One, I love, so this raspberry preserve is so freaking good, guys, but this is 50 calories for 1 tablespoon. That's kind of a lot, right? If I'm bulking or lean bulking or maintaining, I would get something like this, which honestly is right now, so I could get this, but I'm not gonna get it this time. I also have some at home. If I'm dieting, like some of you guys might be, I will actually opt for a sugar-free jelly. Something like this. Sugar-free jelly, this is 10 calories per 1 tablespoon, so I just knocked off 80% of the calories by switching to a sugar-free. It's not as delicious, but it gets the job done. All right, guys, so when it comes to ketchup, we got the Whataburger fancy ketchup. Delish. Big fan. Now, again, everything adds up, right? So 1 tablespoon is 20 calories. There's a no sugar added ketchup, which honestly tastes pretty good. I don't notice that crazy of a difference. This is 10 calories per serving. So again, pick your battles. This is half the amount of calories, whatever. Oh my God, is that spicy ketchup? Shut the front door. I will risk it. I will risk it for the spicy ketchup. I'm definitely getting that. All right, let's talk salad dressings. Now, whenever you're picking a salad dressing, just pay attention to the caloric intake that we have. So this one, for example, is 60 calories for 2 tablespoons. Fat-free version is going to be 15 calories. We just knocked off 75% of the calories by switching to a fat-free, and honestly, I like the way that this one tastes better. Again, there's nothing wrong with this if you want to fit it in, but you can have more of this for less calories. And you can also do that for ranch, guys. There's different options of ranch that you can get, where when you're picking one, you can find a fat-free version, lower calorie option, whatever works for you. But typically when you're dieting, you want to find something that is the least amount of calories so you can have more of it. This will help you feeling more satiated is the word. I don't know. You'll feel more.
The best salad dressing, right?
Which one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll have to try one of those then.
Yep. It's my brother-in-law's company.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, then I'll have to try one. Is this one your favorite?
Yeah. And then they also have a
What a sweet man. So he just suggested me buying this honey mustard salad dressing, which I will because I love to support, but it is 110 calories. So just keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. I can't have soy sauce. Soy sauce makes me itchy. Christian likes getting the amino acid one, so the coconut aminos. There's different brands of it, but 10 calories for 1 teaspoon, that's not bad. That's not bad. So again, just pay attention to the calories for condiments because that is usually what makes people tip overboard. You know what I mean? Oh my God, cheese. This is where I lose it, y'all. This is where I lose it. Okay, so when it comes to cheese, guys, you don't have to say no to cheese. You can still incorporate it into your diet. Now, if you want to have the classic one, amazing. It's 80 calories for a 4th cup. Just keep that in mind, right? There's a fat-free mozzarella. Does it taste the same? Nah. Can I taste the difference? Yeah. But if I'm prepping for a show or I have to cut some weight, I will switch to this. This is 40 calories for a 4th cup, so we just decreased the calories by 50%. Look at us winning. Look at us winning. Oh my God, look how soft it looks. To this cheese. The options. I'm gonna get both. We're balancing, right? Okay, I'm having fun. This is actually really fun, guys. Oh, yeah. Okay, seasonings. Seasonings should be 0 calories or very, very little calories. Let's see. Oh my God, I did not realize this seasoning was 15 calories per, what's 15 times 6? That's 100 calories. Oh my God. I was like 0 calories, guys. Meanwhile, I'm over here with my taco seasoning. What is in here to, what in the, why is this so many calories? I'm so, how rude. How rude. Okay, well, how many calories is this one? Same thing. I've been lied to. Ugh. I'm still getting it, but most seasonings are 0 or very, very, very little calories. Tomato sauce is a good way to spice up your chicken, your dinners, and there's different calorie options, right? So let's see this one. 100 calories per half cup. Ooh, that's pretty sassy. It's pretty up there. All right, guys, so here's a classic tomato sauce that you can add on your chicken, add some flavor, some tastiness. This is a Central Market HEB one, but it is, ooh, I don't wanna break it. 45 calories for half a cup. Delicious, right? This one is 140 calories for half a cup. You don't have to track every single thing you eat, guys, but obviously 140 calories versus 45 calories is a big difference. Just educating yourself on what you're putting in your body. You can literally have 3 times the amount of that sauce versus having this one. I know this one probably tastes better, but we're on a diet, we have gold. All right, when it comes to rice, brown versus white, I think there's fights that have broken out over this, over does it even matter if you have brown or white? I'm like, I'm just gonna go with the white rice because this one tastes better to me, so that's what I'm gonna do. check all these out. Look at this. Obviously, I like my basmati or jasmine rice that I cook in my rice cooker, but there are times where I'm on the go. We going. I don't have time to cook it in my rice cooker and bring it with me. I like the Ben's Original Ready Rice Jasmine. They have some other great options like this rice pilaf. I bet this is so freaking good. But there are other options. So if you want to spice things up with a cheddar broccoli, oh my God, that sounds yummy. I'm gonna try this actually. Also, y'all, when it comes to pasta, there's absolutely nothing wrong with pasta. I wanted to mention that. It is higher in carb, higher in calories, so keep it in mind. But if we have, let's see, my carbs are what, 275 grams of carbs. 2 ounces of this is 42 carbs, so I could eat like a good amount of this and be totally fine. And look at the protein content. So don't be afraid of carbs, y'all. Do not be afraid of pasta. Don't be afraid of bread. Obviously, the whole natural diets are the best for you. I get it, but it doesn't mean you can never have pasta again or never have bread again. Literally my kryptonite is, and I'm so embarrassed to admit this, and every once in a while I might dabble in it, but I'm honest about it, okay? There is something about these Lunchables, with the bologna and the cheese and the crackers, and you get that little chocolate chip cookie on this side. I don't obviously eat these. Every once in a while I crack, okay, I'll have one. But there's something in there. Let's talk oils. My favorite oils to cook with are gonna be olive oil or coconut oil. Coconut oil actually has the best high heat temperature to cook food. Olive oil is so good for you in salads. I'm gonna get an extra virgin olive oil and I'm gonna use this for salads and for low heat cooking. And then if I'm cooking on the stove or in the tent or in the oven, I'm going to cook with this one. So you see medium heat up to 350. This is much better to cook with higher heats. Fun little fact, but you know what? Don't overcomplicate it. Just cook your chicken. Seasonings, you guys. I'm just gonna say this, venture out. Maybe every time you come to the grocery store, get one new seasoning. It's a couple bucks, nothing crazy, but you can experiment with your chicken. You don't have to cook your entire big packet of chicken with one seasoning. Just do one chicken breast and just kind of feel it out, taste it out. You might love it, you might hate it, but it's good to kind of feel it out a little bit, you know? I'm a basic so I love the classics, but that taco seasoning I use on my ground beef, delicious. And I'm full on seasonings right now, so I'm not gonna get anything today. Oh my God, you guys, I haven't tried this yet, but I love their ice cream. I'm gonna try some of these. So this is a Halo Top birthday cake that I believe you cook in the microwave. Add water, stir, microwave, boom, done. Oh my God, 180 calories, 6 grams of protein. So honestly, it's not the best, but you know, it's, I'll try it. What's it gonna hurt? Oh, wow, so this is so much better. So look at this. I just found this high protein muffin, blueberry. It is 180 calories, same as this Halo Top. This one's 25 grams of protein. This shits on this Halo Top. Honestly, I'm embarrassed about this Halo Top. Oh, can I have this? Ugh, pea protein. No, why did they ruin it for me? I can't have this. I'm allergic to protein, or I'm allergic to peas. But you guys, this high protein muffin in the morning, are you kidding me? Please someone buy this, try this, and let me know how it tastes. All right guys, so another thing is when it comes to pancakes in the morning, I'm a child at heart. Obviously I love Lunchables and freaking donuts and cookies. My go-to is the Kodiak brand. I love these. They also have a muffin mix. I'm gonna try this, I've never had it before, but high protein muffins and there's no peas in here. I love it. If I'm gonna have pancakes, they might as well have protein in them. Now when it comes to syrup, this is a classic people are gonna use, right? Mrs. Butterworth. For 2 tablespoons, it's 110 calories. Wild. For a sugar-free syrup, I'm getting this one. It is 5 calories. Literally swapping from a classic syrup to this is gonna save me 95% calories. Wild. I think I'm so accustomed to loving and using the sugar-free one that the regular one, I'm like, it's almost like too much if I use regular syrup now. So 95%, y'all. Wild. All right. All right guys, so next up we have oatmeal. I usually just get the quick rolled oats and just make it however I want to. Obviously like all the measurements, that can get confusing. You're like, oh, this one has way more calories, but maybe it's way more grams. So I'm just gonna look at the grams. 40 grams of this oatmeal is 150 calories. 1 packet of this is 43 grams, so a little bit more, and it's 160 calories. If you didn't know this, fun fact, a margin of error is allowed at grocery stores up to 20%. One could be 20% off and one will be actually correct. So keep that in mind. But honestly, 1 pack at 160 calories, that's not bad. I'm gonna get both of these. I'm gonna prefer to use this one, but in an emergency, I'm out the door and I gotta go, I can grab one of these. I love me some classic bacon, y'all. But if you're dieting, let's show the differences. Again, neither of these are a bad food or good food. It's just what can you feel more full with. So this turkey bacon is 30 calories per slice, about 15 grams. While this one, classic bacon, is 90 calories for 18 grams. We just saved 66% in calories by switching to turkey bacon versus regular bacon. That's a win. Little hack, if you guys love soda and you love sweet stuff, I love these Mio Drops, unsponsored, but these are great. You can squeeze these in a sparkling water for 0 calories, and you can have like a little lemon soda, or you can have a grape soda, or you can have a black cherry, strawberry. There's all these different flavors of items. This has helped me so much whenever you're like, I want something sweet, but I have no calories to eat and I'm not actually hungry. Whatever tea you want, you can get like a detox, not a detox tea, but like there's so many different, like lemon ginger tea, lemon ginger, and then chamomile is my favorite, but make a tea, put a little bit of sugar-free creamer in it for like a coffee, like a splash, like tablespoon, if that. It tastes so good, and it just adds a little bit of sweetness to it. Bomb. All right, guys, let's talk butter. When Christian's dieting, or if I have someone who's dieting and they're like, Heidi, I'm so hungry all the time, I don't feel satisfied, and maybe they're addicted to food, sometimes for a short amount of time, you can switch to a 0-calorie butter. One spray is 0 calories. Obviously, if you do a ton of sprays, it can add to like 1, 2, 3 calories, whatever, versus, this is my favorite butter in the world, and I'm getting it today, I don't give a shit. This is 1 tablespoon is 100 calories. That's wild. 100 calories versus 0. Pick your battle, right? So this is a choice that you have to make on your own. Now, you can also get both and use this when you can fit it into your calories, and then have this if you're like, I'm out of calories, but I still want that little buttery pop, Getting this one. Okay, eggs. All eggs are not created equal, guys. I swear, cage-free eggs, there is just something about them. I think it's just like happy chickens. The chickens were happy. They were living their best life. So I always try to get cage-free eggs. Yeah, so nothing too crazy about that. Now, fat actually helps you break down the protein that you're eating. So don't feel like you're just gonna eat egg whites in the morning. I always try to keep a yolk or 2 and then have an additional egg whites. So I'm gonna get a container of just pure egg whites. What I typically do is pour my egg whites and have a whole egg or 2 mixed in there. So this popular item lately, it is ratio protein yogurt. One of these containers is 25 grams of protein. That's wild. And they have a lot of great flavors, but I'm also a creature of habit. And I think you guys that know me very well know where I'm going. I'm getting my Chobani Greek yogurt. These are not gonna be as high in protein, but I always hit my protein. All right, these are 11 grams of protein each, so not the highest, but I usually add some protein granola to spice it up a little bit, but honestly, this is such a great option. Creamers, so let's talk about creamers. So if you guys have a creamer every single day, 35 calories per tablespoon versus 10 calories per tablespoon, we decreased our calories about roughly 70% by switching to a sugar-free creamer versus a full-calorie creamer. Again, this one tastes just as good. I put this in my oatmeal, I put it in my coffee, I put it in my chamomile tea, I put it in a lot of things, so it's definitely worth it. I don't drink milk, so I'm gonna skip by that aisle. I'd rather just drink these or use a replacement of this as a milk. We're coming to the cream cheese. Oh my God, it looks so good. Don't do it. Is this it? Nope, we gotta go to the frozen section. So when it comes to ice cream, I usually go for the Halo Top. This is 300 calories for the entire container. It is also 16 grams of protein for the whole container. If you do this over Haagen-Dazs, a Haagen-Dazs flavor, no shade to Haagen-Dazs, like they're phenomenal. They're great at what they do. This is close to 1,200 calories for this entire thing versus 300 calories. We just saved 75% calories by switching to Halo Top versus a Haagen-Dazs. It is higher in protein, 27 grams of protein. I'm just saying. But obviously the calories are wildly different between these two. I'm a basic girl. I like the frozen broccoli, but also I love this broccoli and cheese sauce. 128 calories per bag, and it's broccoli with some cheese, some sauce on top. This is my go-to, I love it. To me, a lot of my veggies end up going bad when they're sitting on my counter. I'd rather just buy in a bag. I'm not gonna let it go to waste. I'll heat it up when I'm ready, and then I'm good to go. Oh my, what is that? So I'm also gonna try these. Christian, I've been trying to meal prep for Christian more often. This is a garden vegetable medley. I haven't had this lightly sauce. It's like potatoes, veggies, all the things. So I like to experiment with some new things when you're grocery shopping. Also, there's like so many different options of frozen veggies. So don't be afraid to venture out, guys. If you're like, I only eat broccoli, it's like, great, get 3 bags of broccoli, 1 bag of something else new to try. That way you're still venturing out a little bit. I think that's gonna be it for today. At the end of the day, guys, there's no bad foods or good foods. It's whatever you can fit into your diet, and that's the beauty of it, is you can be creative, you can have fun. Whether it's a White Castle burger, yum, or an Uncrustable whatever the heck you want to eat, go for it. Just make sure that you are hitting your goals. Obviously, everyone's gonna say a raw, whole natural diet is the best thing for you, which I truly believe, but you can still fucking have an Uncrustable or have a White Castle burger or have a waffle. Like, live your life. You only have one life to live it to the fullest, but just know that there are ways that you can reach your goals that are attainable, and it's all about creativity. So live your best damn life. Eat the cookie, and then maybe switch to a sugar-free syrup. It's 5:15. We got a workout to do. I went ahead and got a sparkling water. Love my sparkling water. This is kind of like my go-to if I need a like quick little something before I work out, because I can't work out when I'm hangry. And then I'm trying to figure out what to do with our grounds event. We had 8 times the amount of people sign up than we thought. 8 times. Not like, oh, there's double the amount, 3 times the amount. 8 times, guys. I'm panicking, trying to figure out the parking situation. We are way over budget for throwing this event. It was supposed to be a workout, not an event. Organization issues. Last minute decided to bring an event planner in. Thank you, Hanny, for stepping in. Yeah, so it's gonna be wild. What if no one shows up though? 8 times the amount of people RSVP'd, but what if nobody comes? It's just like fake bots, like someone's going on there and putting fake RSVPs. I don't know, I'm panicking. Y'all, this has 2 yolks in it. That's good luck, right? That means there's no bots signing up on that grounds event. But also that's kind of a lot of yolk. My warm up for back and buys, I usually do anything upper body and honestly even lower body sometimes. I always do the pass-throughs. This is gonna open up your chest, your shoulders, help with some mobility. I think I've shown this in other videos, but I'll kind of lean over on this side. I'm gonna feel a nice little stretch in my lat. I have the tightest lats in the world and the tightest hamstrings in the world. Oh, that feels good. You know, you get in a good stretch and you're like, oh, this is so nice. These are your 30s. I love it here. Another warm-up I like to do is wrap the band around a machine, whatever, real lightweight, and we're just gonna do some rows with the band. Nothing heavy. This is just to get some blood flowing in the back. So I'll do like 2 rounds of these. Sometimes I think about all the times that I did my workouts without warming up, and I'm like, who was she? Who was she, that brave soul? I don't know her. She's a stranger. Woo.
These pants, the Trek pant.
Trek pant.
Trek, T-R-E-K.
They had the best sell-through rate?
They had the best sell-through rate out of any of the... I thought the cargos would do better than those, but these actually did better.
I don't even remember which one the cargos are. I love these.
Same material. Remember the cargos? You had an issue?
Oh.
Yeah.
I do love those. I don't know if this is called a hook, but I like to use this honestly just at home because I have a lot of knots in my back. I carry all my stress in my traps, my neck, and my back, and my lats, I swear. Since we grow the lats, that's, of course, it's gonna make sense that they've been more sore, more tight. This has saved me quite a bit. Also, before I do assisted pull-ups, I like to do movements like this, because whenever you're doing pull-ups, you're gonna have, obviously it's a lot of back, but you are gonna have a little bit of the chest right here. We're gonna open it up a bit, and then we're gonna swing it to the front. Let me do the other side. Woo! I can do classic pull-ups, but not very many, but I wanna shoot for like 10 to 12 here. The wider the grip, the wider the wing, the better the hourglass. All the way down, and we're gonna come up, go down. Don't completely drop at the bottom. We're gonna keep the tension, so up, down right here, right before you drop it, come back up. Did I look jacked? So next up, best up, we got a lat pull down. Again, same thing with the assisted pull-up. Wider the wing, the better the hourglass. So we're building at the lats right now. Super important, we're not doing close. We're not doing slightly out, we do an out-out. Go as far as you possibly can. You're gonna sit back into it, and you wanna keep the tension on your lats the entire time. So we're pulling down, keep your lats engaged, you come up, come back down. Woo. Up, come back down. So you don't want to come up here and release. That's more of a lightweight, babe, recovery, if you will. But yeah, you want to go heavy, you want to go wide, and you want to build your lats. Let's go. Sometimes it's really high up and you're like, oh my God, help. Little hack, what you can do is take the pin out. You can actually lift this a bit. We're gonna go for 55. Now it's a lot lower. Easier to grab. Woo. my God, what do we got next? Next up, we have a close grip row. Close grip is gonna be something like this. You can use this little contraption. I always call it like a little V grip. Basically what you want is an attachment that you can put on and your grip is close because we're going for that mid-back area. We don't want anything wide. We're done with the lats. We're going for mid-back. We building. So when you're doing this movement, guys, think of your hands on here as grips. You're not gripping this super hard. It's almost like a hook, and you're driving through your elbow. So when you're here, think you're just lightly, you know, just holding on, and your elbows are pulling it back. So you go forward, and then elbows pull. Forward, and then drive through the elbows. Squeeze for 2 seconds, go back down. What I typically do is I get in position, pull back to where you have some retention, relax the traps, bring it down, and then pull down. Come back up, pull down. The goal is you should feel this like throughout your back. This is one of my favorite movements for not just a lift, but also like a rehab movement. It just feels amazing. A nice deep stretch, and then pull down. I'm gonna go up like 2 pounds. Like it felt pretty good. I could have done a couple more reps, so I'm gonna bump up the weight a little bit. Your muscles are made up of 80%, 70% water. So if you're dehydrated and you're not drinking enough water, you're really not giving your body the optics it needs to grow. Oof. Little bit. All right, guys, we're moving on. We're doing it bent over rows. You can do these with dumbbells. You can do this with a barbell. You can do it with a straight bar. We're doing it with Smith machine. We're gonna see how this feels for the first set. We're not ego lifting. We are doing 12 reps, controlled, slow, really focus on feeling in the back. My 2 best tips for this is lean over the bar, touch your belly button so that way it goes a little bit lower. You're gonna get that mid-back, but also relax your traps. I know I tend to do this whenever I'm doing a lift. I like tense up. Remember to drop it down. We're not trying to work out your traps, all right? We're trying to have a pretty neck. Traps are actually kind of hot, but don't be doing this. Relax the traps. Pull up to the belly button. You're gonna feel it more here. Okay, next up we have the hyperextension. We're doing some lower back. So I got this 45-degree machine, but honestly, whatever lower back movement you want to do, whatever lower back machine you want to do. So we're focusing on lower backs. We're gonna come down, we're gonna come up, hyperextend a little bit, come down about here, and then I'm gonna come back up. I'm not gonna drop all the way here. I like to keep some resistance on here, so we're gonna come up, hyperextend, come back down. I am so sore. Oh, day 1 of back. Hammer curl is where you have a neutral grip and you're gonna pull upwards, come back down. I like full extension here, right? So I'm not gonna keep the resistance here to here. I want a full range of motion. So I'm gonna go all the way down and I'm coming all the way up. This is gonna give you sexy biceps. It's gonna give you nice, sexy, lean, toned looking arms, as they say. Also, if you want a real good range of motion, you can go to the other side. I like to pull out this way. It's gonna force resistance. You're gonna come up in a great range of motion. That's a sexy range of motion. 11. Guys, when it comes to doing your reps, I was just telling my sister this today. If it says do 3 sets of 12 reps, that 12 reps should be so difficult. You should only have 1 left in the tank or until failure, basically. If you do 12 reps, but you really could have done 16, you need to up the weight. Challenge yourself, move up, you got this, and pick up more weight. We came to this spot so I could look jacked, by the way. Lighting is everything. Last movement is going to be a dumbbell crossbody curl. You can do it this way. You can do it this way, or just do a normal curl. Today I'm gonna do a normal curl. Something I have to remind myself is to relax my freaking traps. You see me right there, I'm like, ugh. I'm using my traps to pull up the weight. Gotta remember to relax the traps a bit and really just pull up with my bicep. That's when you're like, oh wow, I can't go as heavy as I thought. So I'm using 10s right now because I'm really focusing on just using my biceps. I'm really not using my traps to help to tense up. We got 1 more set. Ugh. Okay, oh God, my biceps. I want to thank you guys for watching. This is the Revolution halter from Buff Bunny collection. This is the chai color. I'm also wearing, which I didn't even take off my pants today, but the aggressive scrunch. Use code Buff Bunny for 10% off. I'm gonna put my pants back on. These are the Alpha Elite Trek pants. Love these. I feel like that's such a cute sweatpant look, but I like that it's a little bit more fitted on the waist. This is an extra small, and I feel like it's like, let me snatch your waist, but still give you the loungy vibe. Code Buff Bunny for Buff Bunny, code Nala for Alpha Elite. Woo! All right, guys, that's the end of the day. It's the end of the workout, the end of the grocery haul. It's over. What are you guys thinking of the series so far? We are episode 2 in. So excited. I hope you guys are excited as I am, because a lot of time and love and preparation and strategizing went into this. I hope you guys are loving it. Drop down some feedback below. Did I say that right? Drop some feedback below. Let us know if there's anything specific you want to see. We are still filming a series while you're watching this in the future. Let us know if there's anything we're missing so far, what you guys want to see more of. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. As I mentioned in the previous video, we are giving away 2 annual memberships to Grounds. This is like $500 worth of prizes, basically. All you have to do is give the video a thumbs up, comment below your favorite part, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you in the next one.